Detroit, Michigan. Motown is the setting for the Pacers. A power wing with the ambition to deliver on his vast potential. Benedict Mathurin, raring to go is the game plan for the task ahead at Little Caesars Arena. Pacers, Pistons. The tip-off coming up right after this.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good, young, we all grow old. In a world where you never fix you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy to say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with. So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you fucking walk before you. So they say.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Tim Hardaway.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the 1 spot. And for the Pistons, inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Here we are, Brent, right in the middle of the season now. How do players stay mentally sharp during this time of year?
Well, it's really coming down to a lot of what the support staff can do for your team. Physically, you want to be in the best condition you can. So are you getting your massages? Are you taking care of your treatments? Are you getting in the weight room to make sure your body is not atrophying in any way? You keep that strength that you put on in the off season. All these little things add up to you maintaining a level of performance and consistency that your teammates and yourself can rely on, Kevin.
Now Cunningham. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range, Cunningham gets the bucket.
And Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Siakam, the bounce pass. Pass to Nembhard. Turner with a screen on Thompson. Down low. The shot by Turner, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
And Harris drops them both. Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Greg, 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Can't hit from 12. First 130 gone here in the first quarter. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Pass to Turner. Now Mathurin hits the three-point bomb.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Here's Thompson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Hardaway is screen on Mathurin to the paint. Hardaway passes to Duren. 6 to shoot. Hardaway is screen on Siakam. Takes the 3. Hardaway, no good.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Duren the pass to Cunningham. Here he goes. No good that time. Good D by Siakam. Halliburton outside. Plays it up and banks it in.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Here's Cunningham. Last game out, 36 points for him. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. I did speak with the Pistons head coach for a little while. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Asar Thompson. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Cunningham on the wing. Pass to Duren. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
And putting that powerful frame to use, Duren has no problem playing through contact.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. They trail by 1. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
He was all alone on that one. Mathurin's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Duren finds Cunningham. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Holland comes in for Hardaway. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Walker comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton.
See the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and with hard work and the proper focus, this guy is capable of big, big things.
Now, here's McConnell. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. McConnell. And a miss there on the triple. For Detroit, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Hollins kicks to Beasley. Cunningham outside. High post shot. And he gets the bucket. Cunningham's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
Tapping a screen on Duren. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by Stewart. Detroit has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Cunningham passes to Holland. Beasley for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter, Beasley with the feet set knocks it in.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Siakam against Duren. To the inside. Toppin kicks to McConnell. To stop the run. Rebounded by the Pistons. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
Cunningham's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Pistons on top, finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Pacers trail by 4, and so in the game for the Pacers. Tyrese Haliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Walker. Then it's Bryant. And it's Toppin in at the power forward position. Now, here's Toppin. Last game he had 10 points, 5 to shoot. Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. That 3 off the mark. For the Pacers, they come in off the loss to the Cavaliers. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
And the Pacers with possession here after the basket by Detroit. To the middle, got a piece of it. And here we go, Thompson heading to the hoop. That one drops for him. Thompson's got the lead up to 8 now for Detroit. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And Thompson throws it down.
I think the rim could be 12 feet off the ground, and Thompson could still go get the lob.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Now, here's McConnell. Not a lot of room. Over Sasser. Holland with the rebound. Detroit leading by 10. Inside. And the dunk by Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart rocking the rim.
And so it's Indiana with it. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. They host the 76ers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Spins. Looking to end the run. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Harris comes in for Asar Thompson. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. That's good from Haliburton. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Haliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Haliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Cunningham, second chance shot, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And what you get in Cade Cunningham is an oversized point guard who really knows how to use his size, see the floor, and initiate offense.
shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. This past month, he's really set himself apart, getting around 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Toppin kicks to Walker. Pass to Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. That one good for 2. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Halliburton using his length and getting in the lane.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Stewart with the screen on Halliburton. Pass to Stewart. Toppin against Harris. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Isaiah Stewart.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
And that one misses for the Pistons. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Fontecchio. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Beasley. Then for the Pacers, Siakam is checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Walker. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And he's good on the second. Pacers trail by 10. McConnell with it. No scoring in this one. Siakam outside. Fires the 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 5 rebounds tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Mathurin. From 13. And Duren slams it in.
A strong finisher at the rim. That's Jalen Duren.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Siakam outside for the 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Siakam's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
A minute 20 left to play here in the second quarter. Cunningham against McConnell. Cunningham drives in, and it's sent back by Turner. Pass to Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
No good on that one.
And Siakam's such a solid all-around player, someone who can score it, rebound it, and pass it well.
He hits the second from the line. 1:02 left in the first half. Cunningham passes to Duren. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Duren sets the screen for Thompson. Pass to Duren. Turner with the steal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, that athleticism of Mathurin is what makes him such a tough one to guard.
The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Mathurin taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Good on the second free throw.
And I like the drive of this kid. Mathurin, really a team player.
And here's Cunningham. He's got 11. Harris looking it over. Thompson finds Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Turner with the screen. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Fires away from outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Detroit, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Indiana Pacers.
Well, they're getting up a lot of threes, but the percentages are not the best.
Yeah, that defense can live with them shooting in the low 30s. They got to create better looks. And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Taking a look here at Indiana, they've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team. They put themselves in the championship discussion.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Pacers trail by 7. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Cade Cunningham out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Now Cunningham following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, Cade eager but not rushed that time, just jumping at the chance for the quick shot.
Halliburton against Cunningham. Pass to Siakam. Turner with a screen for Siakam. It's stolen by Duren. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here is Cunningham. He's covered by Halliburton. Thompson a screen on Halliburton. Here's Cunningham. Thompson. Second shot opportunity. Drops in the layup for 2. Thompson's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Mathurin. Turner with a screen on Thompson. Outside Mathurin. Just 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Duren.
And battling against the interior of that defense, nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
First free throw is good. Mathurin hits them both. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Let's check out some stats for Thompson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 7 points, just over 2 steals, and 5 rebounds. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
And he's causing a lot of those mistakes, too. He's just harassing you 94 feet and does not give you an inch.
Now, here's Cunningham. 13 points in the game. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Siakam passes to Halliburton. Thompson with the rebound.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
A big like Turner just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Halliburton. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Pacers have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Halliburton. One shot. Halliburton. One shot.
That's good from Halliburton.
Young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Halliburton has certainly fit that bill.
Outside Hardaway. There's the screen for 3. Tries again. Cunningham's shot is off. Pacers trail by 4. Mathurin finds Halliburton. Siakam up top. No good from outside.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
Here's Halliburton. 12 points for him. Turner with the screen. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Thompson against Mathurin. Off target at the rim.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And Thompson kicks to Harris. Duran with the screen on Mathurin. Here's Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Saturday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building.
For the Pistons, Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Hardaway, and Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. And a change for the Pacers. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Harris drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Nembhard finds Halliburton to the paint. Wants to get it to Turner and does. And they pick up 2.
This is just good point guard fundamentals from Tyrese Halliburton, going to the pick and roll to create a bunch of options.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Harris. Back to Sasser. Over Halliburton. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Pacers trail by 6. Outside, Walker. Back to Halliburton. A beautiful reverse layup. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Extra sauce on that one, please, Halliburton. Wow.
.151 left here in the third quarter. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
It's the dance band. Get ready, everybody. You're going to see yourself on the screen and show us your best move. Ready, let's go!
For the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Holland in for Thompson. Then for the Pacers, Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. Beasley outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beasley's got 5 now.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. .115 left in the third quarter. And they recover it. Just 4 to shoot. And McConnell gets it to go.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Beasley with the screen on McConnell. Here's Sasser. Takes it inside. Here's Duran. Good with the fadeaway. Duran's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And Duran has that length to corral anything around the basket.
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Sasser. Toppin inside. Stewart on him. Toppin can't get it to go. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Sasser, nothing on the board, and stolen by Siakam. Pulls up on the wing. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And that one is good by Beasley.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pistons leading by 7. And so in the game for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Toppin. Then it's Walker, and it's Freeman in at the 5. Here's Sasser. Beasley the screen. Lets it go with the 3. Sasser can't hit. And Walker's got the ball here for the Pacers. And it's Halliburton penetrating.
Yeah, there are times when you want your guards to be aggressive, and Halliburton there with a great take.
At the line for the Pacers, Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And Indiana making a change here. Shepard's checked in. Halliburton hits them both.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Sasser with it. He's covered by McConnell. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Fontecchio sets a screen. Here's Sasser. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Yeah, this is why so many people are high on Halliburton. Sensational scorer who can dominate the game at times.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Stewart. And here's Beasley. It's up a 3. Drills it from outside. And the Pistons lead by 6.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now here's McConnell. Halliburton for 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pistons leading by 3. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for the Pacers. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Shepard. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
And here are the Pacers now. It's a 5-point game. Halliburton against Beasley. Pass to Nembhard. McConnell scanning the floor. Fires the three. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Cunningham. Holland, no good. Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Fontecchio. Pass to McConnell. Back to Nembhard. Halliburton for three. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 or 4 here in the 4th.
Cunningham sets a screen for Beasley. The tray. Buries it from 3-point range. Beasley's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Pistons.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Fontecchio. And Hardaway is subbed in for Beasley. The Pacers also changing it up. Turner's checked in for Johnson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for T.J. McConnell. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Outside Mathurin. From deep. Rebound, Detroit. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. For 3, Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. Halliburton up top. Covered by Cunningham. Halliburton with the bucket.
There's so much about Halliburton that shows that he plays well beyond his years.
Harris outside. There's the lob to Duren. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Cunningham against Halliburton. Duren a screen. Here's Cunningham. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Good Cunningham now running that 2-man game. You got to stop the ball.
Steps back. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Halliburton.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
1:24 left to play here in the 4th. Halliburton against Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Cunningham, and that one comes up a bit short. Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Chalk up 2 there, and the Pistons lead by 8.
And Cade Cunningham has it going. He's playing with tremendous confidence.
For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Halliburton, and the layup falls. Halliburton's got 30 points.
Now he's coming to the NBA, making an impact, and he's making one right here in a big-time moment.
Here is Cunningham, and they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie Barr will do it.
.43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Halliburton after the basket by Detroit, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Team second. At the line for two, Tim Hardaway Jr.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. On the wing, Mathurin. Off target from three-point range. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And so the Pistons take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.